Hey, what's up? It's me, Elay, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm brazy. Welcome back to another celebrity news and things on this fine April Fool's Day. Oh, can't even keep a straight face. This is not a laughing matter, but unfortunately, I had some time to talk about such a serious situation on April 1st, 2024. We're talking about the Baltimore bridge collapse. Now, was it a Baltimore bridge? And I'm saying collapse in air quotes. Was it a collapse or was it a straight up takedown? Because the minute I heard this, Shamon, a whole entire ship like the Titanic ship ran into a bridge. And didn't this happen in the day? I'm like, how? How do you not see a bridge? Elvis Presley, way in heaven allegedly, and he saw the bridge from on high. Like, hey man, there's a bridge right there now. You want to turn to stop. You want to turn to stop. You got two choices. Turn or stop. How do you stop a boat? Because when it's in the water, it's constantly going. Heaven forbid the waves get too tough. Boats just don't stop. And we don't stop. What's up, Miley Cyrus? AKA Hannah Montana. So I typed in quotes, the bridge crash in Microsoft Bing. And it has the first item up for bid. Came up 2 hours ago on MSN. Baltimore bridge collapse, semicolon. Who are the 21 sailors stranded on the Dolly? Did I say that correctly? Underneath that, there is an article from The Hill, updated 25 minutes ago. Family out fishing captures video of barge hitting Oklahoma bridge. Boston Herald posted 1 hour ago. How will the Baltimore bridge collapse impact Massachusetts? Boston could certainly take more. Let's see what. Take more what? Take more what? What? Could take more ships and cargo. Okay, wait a minute. How will the Baltimore bridge collapse impact Massachusetts? Boston could certainly take more ships and cargo. Baltimore is one of the largest ports along the East Coast. Okay, thank you, Boston Herald. I had to make sure I cite you into the article. Let me see if it'll let me go back to where I originally started, which is in the background of me reading the timeline in chronological order that you will see in this video. Independent news, 8 hours ago on MSN. One of the last drivers to make it off Baltimore Bridge did not hear crash because of loud radio. And CNN, what we know about the Baltimore Bridge collapse. This is from 6 days ago. A massive cargo ship plowed into Baltimore's Francis Scott Key Bridge early Tuesday. Let me open that up and see what else it can say or what it's going to expound on. Look at me use my words. Causing the 1.6-mile structure to crumble like a pile of toothpicks, plunging cars and people into the frigid water below. So the waters were cold, quite so, because it's still springtime. Waters have not heated up enough. As I continue down this article, six construction workers filling potholes on the bridge vanished. Dang. So bridges get potholes? It's kind of weird to know that bridges get potholes because a bridge is a bridge and a house is a house. Six construction workers filling potholes on the bridge vanished. The bodies of the two were recovered Wednesday after they were found trapped in the red pickup in the, here we go, P River. Maryland State Police said. Now, I have a tab on here so we can properly pronounce how we say this town or what have you that this bridge collapsed in. I'll pull it up on google.com because I simply typed in how do you basically pronounce it. Patapsco. puh.tap.sklw, Patapsco River, Patapsco River, Patapsco River, Patapsco River. Run, dun, 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 run, dun, 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 run, Patapsco River. I can't feel anything at all. Okay, that's enough of that. Have another tab on the ready. Due to, by way of PBS News, our PBSP as in peanut butter, B as in butter, S as in sandwich, PBS News Hour. Article is titled, How Baltimore's Keys Bridge Collapse Will Affect, with an A, Supply Chains and the Economy. This is by Nation, March 28th, 2024, 5:22 p.m. EDT. I'll read a little of this article and skim down to what I'm trying to get to, which is the answer to see if this Baltimore bridge crashing will affect us economically, globally, or United Statesly. Or is this just a state-to-state situation where it will only affect the surrounding states in Maryland by way of the cargo ship bridge being cut down? The Francis Scott Key Bridge, once the second longest continuous truss bridge in the U.S., now lies partially submerged in the Patapsco River. After a catastrophic cargo ship collision this week, 2 people were injured, and 6 presumed passed away. The ship and mangled debris from the bridge have formed a wall in the water, indefinitely blocking access in and out of the port of Baltimore, the top domestic port for cars and major hubs for other goods, such as forest products, farm equipment, and sugar. Sugar? Oh no, not the sugar! So that means sugar prices are probably going to go up. That means people are going to be fighting over sugar. That means coffee will be madly affected. I'm going to scurry down on here and see what else it says. I'm skipping down. The port handled a record amount of cargo last year, while President Joe Biden said he intends for the federal government to rebuild the bridge and called on Congress to support that effort. The port is directly responsible for about 15,000 jobs and generated $4.7 billion in economic value to the state of Maryland. That's a lot for one state. I'll continue on. The bridges collapsed, stranded at least 10 vessels in the water, and ships outside the blockage have had to reroute to the East Coast ports, such as Norfolk and New Jersey. For global shipping, this comes at a time when companies are contending with route disruptions along Suez and Panama Canal. Suez is spelled capital S as in Susie, U as umbrella, E in elephant, and Z as in zoo. For global shipping, this comes at a time when companies are contending with route disruptions along the Suez and Panama Canals. So what do they mean? There's other people having shipping issues. Are we tied in with these people who are having already shipping issues? Here's how the Key Bridge collapse may affect the port's operation. Let me see. Are they saying anything? The port is also a major source of employment across the region. A 2018 report found that 15,000 direct jobs were nearly 22,000 other jobs either supported by or indirectly related to activities at the port. So it seems like people will be affected, duly noted, and that's kind of a dull. But will it affect the United States as a whole? By way of shipping cargo, will that affect us? Let me see what else is here. I'm sorry about the people who passed. That's terrible. According to CNN US, in an article called "What We Know About the Baltimore Bridge Collapse" by Halian, Yaya Abul Ghazala, and Jose Manuel Alvarez, CNN. This is a 10-minute read, updated 7:49 p.m. on March 29, 2024. It says, why did the bridge collapse? ? Shortly before 1:30 a.m. Tuesday, a Singaporean flag container vessel called Dali struck one of the 47-year-old bridge pillars. 47-year-old bridge pillars, officials said. The ship is about 984 feet long, almost the length of 3 football fields. At the time of the crash, the Dali weighed 95,000 gross tons, or 213 million pounds, and was chartered to carry cargo by Danish shipping giant Messier. There were 21 crew members and 2 pilots on board the Dali cargo ship. National Transportation Safety Board Chair Jennifer Hamady said Wednesday evening. Just minutes before hitting the bridge, there was a total blackout on the ship, meaning that the ship lost engine power and electrical power. How? According to Breaking Bad, which season, I'm not sure. That sounds like some magnetic situation. For a whole ship to just lose power like that? Hey, that sounds like a Breaking Bad situation due to some magnets. How can a ship which is basically an island just lose power all at once? It was a complete blackout, says Clay Diamond, executive director and general counsel of the American Pilots Association. The pilots then did everything that he could have done to slow the ship down and keep it from veering towards the bridge pillar, Diamond said. Moments before the disaster, video footage shows the lights on the vessels flickering on and off and on, likely due to an emergency generator activating after the initial blackout, Diamond said, but the ship's engines never turned on again. Instead of crossing under the center of the bridge where the clearance was highest, the ship drifted to the right and crashed into a pillar. That's too much, y'all. That's just too much. That's just too much. Now, do we blame this on human error? Or do we blame this on Mother Nature? Wear and tear, rust gets into the electrical, yada yada yada. Unfortunately, this still falls into the hands of human error. Because if it was Mother Nature eating and corroding and slipping its way through the electrical wire, let's hyperextend this situation. No, let's hypothetically expound on this situation. It still falls back into the hands of human error because we do not know when the last thorough inspection was done on these ships. Ships should be checked every day like a roller coaster allegedly is checked every day before precious cargo, i.e. people, board and proceed with their daily lives in reference to operating/functioning these things. I'm sorry that this happened. It's safe to assume that it was human error by way of being lackadaisical and not fully inspecting the ship. And/or Breaking Bad magnet situation. My name is Elay, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. I'm sorry that this stuff is happening. Peace and a gentle love to everyone affected by this crud, who are going to be affected by this crud. Probably us too. Anything that has to do with shipping, porting, and docking, we are usually primarily affected by it, relatively speaking, i.e. the Tyrannosaurus Rex of 2020, where the ships were down and tissue paper was at an all-time high. If ships are down, prices will probably go back up. And folks gonna be fighting one another over toilet paper, brown sugar, and coffee. My name is Elay, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. Like the episode on Bill Cosby, or perhaps Sinbad said, I am sick and tired. Sick and tired of all this bad news. Y'all have a good everything. Until next video. Peace.